Different grade of concrete and their uses in construction. What is concrete grade? What is the relationship between concrete grade and word cement ratio? What is the characteristic strength of the concrete? Application of different grade of concrete in structure. All those and much more will be discussed today. I am Prasad from Structural Guide. Please subscribe our YouTube channel. You will get the notification on new videos. Let's discuss about the concrete grade and its uses in construction. What is concrete grade? It denotes the characteristic strength of the concrete in terms of the cube strength or cylinder strength. What's the cube strength? Cube strength is a strength of the cube cast up at site. Generally, when we bring the concrete to the site, we cast the cube before concrete pouring is done. We take the sample, we test the slump. Depending on the criteria specified in that particular construction, we cast the cube to test the characteristic strength. This one method is the cube method. Other method is the cylinder method. 150 by 150 by 150 millimeter cube will be cast. Consider the characteristic cube strength in the design. If we have considered cylinder strength, you may check the cylinder strength. That is 150 diameter cylinder having the height 300 millimeter will be tested. This consider for the structural design. We have to check whether it represents in the construction. Concrete strength is depend on the water cement ratio. So it is directly related to the concrete grade or the concrete strength. Generally, we use water cement ratio to specify the concrete. It means design. When we specify the concrete grade, this water cement ratio also is specified in the same time. Lesser the water cement ratio, higher the strength of the higher the grade of concrete, lesser the water cement ratio. Characteristic strength. The value of the strength below which 5% of the population all possible strength measurements of the specified concrete are expected to fall. This is called the characteristic strength. This is the definition of the characteristic strength. So this characteristic strength is the representation of the concrete grade, or else we say concrete grade as this characteristic strength. This is the strength we consider during the design, and we have to make sure that strength is there at site during the construction. Generally, we test the concrete strength at 7 days and 28 days. Concrete grade represents the characteristic strength as we discussed previously. Concrete strength represented by the concrete grade. That is the norm we use in the concrete construction. Now, concrete grade is a representation of compressive strength of the concrete. Concrete is very strong in compression, but it is weak in tension. That we have to keep in mind. Uses of concrete in structures. Generally, concrete grade need to be increased with the increase of the axial loads. Now, if you use low grade of the concrete, we may have to increase the sizes of the columns. In such case, since the concrete can carry the compressive stresses, so what we do is we increase the grade of the concrete, then we can reduce the element sizes. It increases when structure exposed to aggressive environment. We use higher grade of concrete when structures are exposed to aggressive environments like chloride, sulfate. Those environments we increase the grade of concrete, that because higher grade of concrete have higher resistance against these chemical attacks. Concrete grade increases to reduce the structural element sizes as we discussed. Also, higher grade concrete is used in the foundations such as rough foundations. When we have higher thicknesses, we use higher grade of the concrete to get certain amount of benefit. Attention shall be made to the rise of the temperature due to the heat of hydration when pour higher thick concrete. Admixtures are used to modify the concrete properties. We can modify water content, setting time with the admixtures. Higher grades are used in water retaining structures with control temperature rise. We have to control the temperature rise when the concrete grade increases, heat of hydration increases. Therefore, we have to control that. With that, we end the today's discussion. Today we discuss about concrete grade and its application and its relationship between characteristic strength, water cement ratio. All those we hope to meet again from new video. Thank you very much for watching our videos.